Once again, some applause for Mr. Rick Vanderslice. And he brings up one of my favorite points. Will we any longer accept promises from our politicians? No. Will we demand action? Yes. Will we demand our full and complete civil liberties as prescribed in the Constitution of the United States of America? Yes. It is my unparalleled pleasure to introduce our next speaker. He is a veteran of the LGBT civil rights movement. He is an organizer who cut his teeth in direct action activism, working with the very active and engaged LGBT community of Chicago during his student years at DePaul University. After spending the last several years living in Madrid, Spain, and traveling over much of the world, he returned to the Metroplex, where he grew up and graduated high school. He is the founder of Queer Liber Action, a direct action group dedicated to building the queer civil rights movement in order to secure our equality and end our oppression. Ladies and gentlemen, Blake Wilkinson.
Thank you, Daniel. Again, I'm Blake Wilkinson with Queer Liber Action. We are a North Texas GLBT direct action political organization, which according to our mission statement, directly, visibly, and publicly confronts homophobia, along with organizations, institutions, groups, or individuals who support or promote discrimination toward the queer community. The events on June 28, 2009 at the Rainbow Lounge will not shape us as a people. Just as the events on June 28, 1969 did not shape us as a people then either. What will shape us as a people is what shaped those that stood up for themselves after Stonewall. And that is what we do with this anger that all of us share here today. Larry Kramer, writer, activist, and founder of ACT UP says, "Anger drives activism." There are many things to be happy for in this world, like a good group of friends who will be with you when times are tough. But our place in society as gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender people is nothing to be happy about. Anger drives activism. After we invested so much hope and energy into electing President Obama, he has backed off every promise made to us during his campaign. One of us is murdered each week in this country simply because of our sexual orientation. And 40 years after Stonewall, we are still harassed and bashed in our own bars and clubs. We should be angry. We have got to be angry. But we cannot be so angry as to be reckless. We stand up proudly as gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender people to focus our anger and to demand respect. We are going to get this resolved in public for all to see. We are sick and tired of playing backroom politics over our rights and dignity. Public officials will be held accountable. The bashings on June 28, 2009 at the Rainbow Lounge happened under Mayor Moncrief's leadership. It was on Fort Worth Police Chief Jeff Halstead's watch, and without a word from Governor Rick Perry. We demand accountability, we demand explanations, we demand action, and we demand them now! Like all great civil rights movements, we will take our plight out into the streets and to the public. We will raise the level of what Dr. Martin Luther King called a healthy tension in our society. We will get past this. We will get past this. Together with our heads held high and our fists to the sky, we will get past this. Just want to read for a couple comments on these recent events at the Eagle in Dallas. So just a word on the closing of the Eagle in Dallas by the TABC a couple nights ago. There are many different stories going around about what took place. We still do not know for certain if the TABC acted professionally during their inspection or not. Some have suggested that TABC officers were mean and rude and were wearing ninja masks. But the fact of the matter is that we still do not know exactly what happened a couple of nights ago at the Eagle. As details come to light, let it be known that we are watching, we expect rapid explanations, and if it's found that TABC officers stepped over the line, we will demand justice.